And new tonight, a special Iowa's News Now weather report. 2020 has been a historical year for many reasons, and there were many major weather stories as well, some of which you probably already know, some you might have forgotten in the craziness of the year. Here's a look back at a few of the biggest weather stories of 2020 that affected us here right in eastern Iowa. 2020 had a mix of good, bad, and historic weather events in eastern Iowa. While the severe weather season was relatively tame, a few significant events led the headlines.
It's essentially a hurricane over Iowa.
The August 10th derecho will go down as the costliest thunderstorm disaster in U.S. history, with damage estimated of at least $7.5 billion. The powerful line of storms rapidly intensified in western Iowa before hitting the eastern part of the state. There was a 40-mile wide swath of 100-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts. The event set a new record for the strongest measured wind gust of 126 miles an hour in Atkins. Top wind gusts were estimated at 140 miles an hour. One of the other billion-dollar disasters to strike eastern Iowa was the April 7th hailstorm. A significant complex of thunderstorms formed over the Cedar Rapids metro, producing baseball-sized hail.
Really loud now.
The hail produced significant vehicle and roof damage across Cedar Rapids and Marion. The two-day severe weather outbreak in the central part of the country, affecting 7 states, tallied $2.9 billion.
So funnel cloud right here.
While there were a few significant severe weather events in eastern Iowa, the tornado season was well below normal.
This circulation that we're on right now is really rapidly intensifying.
There were 27 confirmed tornadoes in the state, well below the 48 tornado average. The most notable was the March 28th tornado in Olwine, which hit an apartment complex.
Oh yeah, it's on the ground.
The 2 EF1 tornadoes near Mount Vernon and Mechanicsville. No tornadoes were rated higher than EF1 strength. The first time since 2002, there were no injuries or fatalities attributed to tornadoes. Finally, Iowa made history in June when Tropical Depression Cristobal passed through the eastern part of the state, bringing with it heavy rainfall. Flash flooding occurred in areas like Olwine, where 5.25 inches of rain was picked up in a single day. This was the first time since 1900 a tropical cyclone passed through the state. While there were problems with flash flooding, Cristobal actually did more good than bad, helping eastern Iowa escape the terrible drought which affected the western part of the state.
We're good. We lost the window.
And that was a look at some of the major weather stories of 2020. I'm Weather First meteorologist Nick Stewart, Iowa's News Now.